Hello, gamers. It's a Project Moon jump scare. How many restarts will happen today? Oh, probably not. We don't have the train anymore. No train, no problems. That's what Grandpa always used to say. Whew. I mean, I can't believe, actually. I didn't know when the memory repositories would happen. So I guess I got pretty lucky that the day I decided to do it was like the day before the next one got saved. And it also just so happened that it ended up the day before I actually picked the damn train. So it kind of worked out perfectly. Zero restarts trust? Exactly. My understanding is that when you do this, you do get to keep some of the stuff. Although it looks like a lot of people are just not equipped with anything. Behold, I'm blue. No more choo-choo. That's right, there is no more train. Train is banned. Mods ban all trains from the chat. But yeah, it looks like, for whatever reason, it took all the equipment off of people. Yeah, even though we do get to keep the equipment, I think. Or do we? Oh wait, no, it doesn't look like... Do we? I feel like we're supposed to have something from that one. Maybe we do and I just missed it. Ego list. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. There was the one that screams at people from the baby. Yeah, this one. We don't have it for some reason. Well, whatever. The train is cancelled. It said the naughty word. Now that would be something. If you did memory repository, you keep any items you had, but if someone died that day, you lose their equipment. I don't think anyone died when I finally finished the day. I don't think so. Well, regardless, I think we just repeat what we were going to do. Move our best employee down there. To deal with the singing machine, I think we need someone... I think that's what Axer was for. That opens up some slots over here. Start having some more employees. So a lot of people who died the first time are all back. Probably just going to hold on to these lot points. Or maybe I'll just level up people. How much does it cost? Like, it's only 2 points to get that, instead of training them up. That is an insane amount of cost. Probably not. See, going from 2 to 3 is probably fine. Yeah, and that got him up to level 4. Nice. And we're definitely going to have to shuffle around some equipment. Strengthen. Yeah, all level 2. That would be 8 points to level up. That's not the end of the world. Oh, wait, not 8, because that would be... Oh, yeah. So I could do 6 for the first 3 and then just train Justice. Which I guess doesn't... It's not the end of the world, especially when I've got all these guys. More guys than we need. A whole lot of guys. Honestly, maybe the deaths were doing me a favor. Then the train took the items in the divorce. Hello, fellow agents. Hello, Ryzik. Still not sure what I'm supposed to say. How to pronounce RYS 4K. Riz 4K. Because there are a lot of different ways you can pronounce that. Maybe I should just pronounce it differently every single time so that nobody knows who I'm talking about. That was good. Ryzik? Maybe I should just pronounce it differently every single time. That'd be quite funny. And that being said, first thing we gotta do is actually equip everybody. You can't just right-click it like that. Okay. What have we got? I think armor first. Because some people just don't have any. That's a higher class. You... Who has the... Oh, no one has the pike now. Dang, so there's not really any reason to pick one person over another. Axer doesn't have a weapon. Okay. We'll start with that. Don't really have great choices, do I? Mostly Teth. I guess we'll do that. It's fine. Then we've got to click through a bunch of people. My fellow gamers, I look around and what do I see? A blue room, in a blue house, in a blue world. Blue like me, inside and outside. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. Incredible. Honestly, did you come up with that yourself? That's poetic. It's not a reference to anything that anyone's ever heard before. Isn't that right? Okay, so I do have another high-level armor. I guess I'll give it to you. You could do with a bit of an upgrade. And I guess we just go through everybody. Man, it's a bit weird because I know I had these guys equipped with armor when I was on this day, but doing the memory repository has reset like a bunch of them. Not sure why. It just came to me when I blew myself. A classic. Yes, a lot of inspiration is to be found when you blow yourself. I mean, blew yourself. I mean, blow yourself. Does anyone actually... Wait, can any of you actually equip that? Maybe you? Yes, you. Oh, he has the gun. That's, probably a bad idea. Because I'm definitely going to forget if it's you. We'll put that on Necromancer. You'll just have to get something else, sorry. Okay. I think we're almost done with the suits. Yeah, so it looks like we only have a couple of guys with the basic armor. Alright, that's an improvement. Now we can do the weapons. Because a lot of you are not equipped. Although we don't have great choices in the first place. So now we'll give you the matching gun. There you go. Now you just need to remember who has the gun. Yeah, that's going to be the one thing. The one area we could mess up. But other than that, there will be no problems. Just don't make mistakes and there won't be any problems. It's as simple as that. Okay, so I think the three of you will get those. Then here, you have one of you the rocket launcher, and I guess the rest of you the basic. Oh, I know, we can get one more of these. Okay. That's pretty good. We can begin management. And now we don't have to worry about a train showing up because I forget it for like 5 seconds. It's so needy. No, no, no. Now I can take my time. And appreciate all my little nuggets. No more choo-choo. That's right. I mean, this part of the game is kind of odd, because it's exactly this time when I feel like the game was kind of dragging. They start giving you 2 of these things per day. Like, oh, you think the game is easy, huh? The progression is pretty straightforward, you understand the game? Boom, 2 at a time. Which I'm not really sure actually solves the problem, but it does make it challenging. Especially when you pick the wrong... Especially if you pick the wrong ones. But at this point, it's mostly just a matter of do the right thing. And don't do the wrong thing. So I think insight work was functional here. Right, with Axer. Although sometimes she died, which was not good. Makes the chaos ramp quick hurt, I guess. Well, yeah, that certainly happened. Let's just not pick any that do stuff like that, and we'll be fine. It's so easy. You could use some justice, so we'll send you here. You still have the info for the singing machine? I think so, yeah. So as long as she just doesn't roll badly, she'll be fine. But if we train insight, then... Oh my god. How come it's doing so much damage? If we get her insight higher, then this should be fine. Maybe I should have spent lobotomy points on her as well. That's possible. In fact, I might have to... I might have to retry the... Yeah. Damn. You know what? I think she must have gotten some stat boosts in the... before I sent her in. That must be the case. And then I just, because we've rewinded a few days, I forgot that her stats are lower now. Everyone's equipped, right? Yeah. It remembers that. That's good. Let's just do that. That's a good idea. I like this idea. No reason not to. Okay. Now we do it. For real this time. There you are. That should make things easier. I don't know, when they think the stat check fails. Well, then it's, because it does sanity damage, and her sanity broke, rather than failing the... It's not that she got a bad roll, it's... I mean, it is kind of that she got a bad roll, because as soon as it did enough damage to her, or white damage to her, then she panicked. But now that she has more sanity... Not only should she should fail the check less often, so she should take less damage, and she can take more damage because she has more sanity. So it should be fine. It'll definitely be fine. No problems will occur. And I just had to add more abnormalities that breathe weird. Yeah, so even at 3, it's still pretty close. Just barely. Harmony. It does white damage. It looks like a meat grinder. How does that work? Who knows? Alright, you go... Say hi to the dog for me. The dog has been a very good boy. Oh, we could actually... Wait, I actually had enough boxes to get the armor, and I... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I guess the boxes also carried over, so I didn't need to... What is happening right now? Did I click the wrong button? Why did you fail 8 times in a row? Nope, you're doing instinct work. You just got really unlucky. Damn. That's not a good start. Like, you have maxed out fortitude, man, which is very relevant. Your temperance is also very high. I don't know what you're... See, look, now you're doing it right. What were you struggling with? Well, luckily you're still over 50% hit points, so your bones are on the inside. For now. But damn, that was not a good performance. Alright, you, I wanted to get more justice. Over here, we've got to deal with the one thing we never wanted to deal with. The British. I think insight's fine. Yeah, success rate high. Look at that, we can even get another umbrella. Although, thanks to this asshole, we might actually not want the umbrellas. Each box is flipped like a coin with weighted chances. Yeah, that seems like how it works, more or less. They would later rip off this concept for Limbus Company with its literal coin flipping mechanics. Well, I'm probably not gonna get around to Limbus Company. Jimmy Lobotomy. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Johnny Lobotomy, president of Lobotomy Corporation. Despite our name, we have committed 0 lobotomies in the last year. Isn't that incredible? That's right. We are the anti... We don't do any lobotomies in Lobotomy Corporation. We just make energy. Clean energy. Nothing bad happens in Lobotomy Corporation. Oh, don't roll badly. Just don't do that. If you don't roll badly, nothing bad will happen. Really, when something bad happens, it's not my fault, it's the employee's fault. BB doesn't know. Well, I assume that there's some meaning to Lobotomy Corporation. Don't spoil it, though. Yeah, it was mostly insight is fine. Although I guess attachment is okay as well. Yeah, the gunner over here is actually just awesome. Helps you shoot things with his gun. Has good equipment. Easy to train as soon as you get to level 3 Justice. It's one of the rare anomalies that let you train Justice. Is it exactly the right difficulty where you can spam... Like, HE is the highest difficulty where you can spam them without the accruing penalty. Just flawless design, really. Actually one of the best. That's the GOAT right there. Yeah, we spoke to the British, the boy band. Yeah, everything looks good. Look how much easier this is when I don't have to worry about a train. Also, is there any confirmation what happens with the red gas? The red gas? I don't think so. It's because real life is about gambling. All these games are non-fiction. If a game has gambling, that makes it non-fiction. I mean, it's flawless logic. Remember, if they get voted, you can get them back. Oh, I was going to say voted. I was thinking that you were talking about voting on anomalies. But no, you were talking about the wolf voring people. And yes, I do remember that you can get them back. Red gas is like industrial runoff. Okay, I think we've already dealt with all the high-level ones. Somehow we got lucky, and both of these are only HE. And as long as you deal with them correctly, they're not that bad. End the day without a single containment unit meltdown timer reaching 0. I mean, we do that most days anyways, that's not that bad. Alright, Tokyo Ghoul. Go talk to your edgelord brethren. Yeah, we don't have that many high level. We've got 2 WoW and 1 Aleph. I can really feel it, because you really want those higher level ones for the massive energy output, so you can just get things over fast. Does Cherno still have the curse? Yes. Cherno does still have the curse in this timeline. The curse has returned. The Curse Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. The only thing specified is that the red gas just makes people feel very much awful. It is better than the alternative, but we don't know about those war crimes yet. Yes, war crimes. I'm sure that won't be anything bad. Bad things in my lobotomy corporation? Unthinkable. I wouldn't even dream of it. Send them to Santa? I am sending them to Santa. Or, well, it's not Santa, it's Rudolph. Rudolph. Rudolph the Meatloaf Reindeer. Oh, okay. Where's the other one? Matchstick Girl? That's fine. Hey, buddy, you think you could, go talk to the dog again? And in fact, I'm pretty sure this doesn't count towards the penalty, so I'll be able to talk to it twice. Pet the dog twice. Isn't it like a 2-for-1 deal on dogs? Isn't that great? It's phenomenal. Yeah, any of you are fine. Pretty sure it's insight, right? Yeah, common. Instinct is... Oh, wait. Basically, any is fine except attachment. Well, whatever. Unless there's some kind of penalty for doing the wrong one. I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's just... do a good job and you're fine. Equipment from the star Equipment from the star and the censored. No. We went back before that. Although both of those turned out to be, well, maybe not the censored. We didn't really get far in investigating that. But the big star was fine as long as you don't let it out. As soon as it gets out, it like it has a little, you know, it just does a silly little terrorism and explodes and kills a bunch of people. Or I guess it's not an explosion; it's an implosion. It sucks people in. Not much you can do about that. Just don't let it out in the first place, and you're fine. Simple as. Yeah, no more train either. Definitely no more train. That was the entire point of the reset. I hate trains. Wise words indeed. Is repression also... Oh. It's also common. And success chance high is... Well, I mean, you still have the curse, so I can't really do that, can I? I'll just have to remember to use the mirror at the end of the day. Try and shift your stats around. Necromancer could definitely use more instinct. And, yeah, we can just talk to the pug again. Nothing's stopping us. Do not open this redacted. Well, definitely not following that rule. I keep calling you I keep calling ICR Tokyo Ghoul. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that it turned out this way. But I do think it's kind of funny. I did not have the intention of creating a character that looks like this. It just turned out that way. The mirror can at least be forced to use someone to a lower level. I mean, if you want to do that, but it's... I guess. Still gonna hit you with the mirror? Yeah, if I can. I should probably train up your sanity points for that matter. But, I guess that's something we'll worry about for another day. Exactly half of the needed energy. Wow. Red Dawn. The Soviets are invading. And for some reason they take the form of little clowns. Don't ask why. Oh, speaking of Soviets, finally got a... That's a great segue. Giant Grant Games finally released a nice retrospective on the Command & Conquer series. You know, it's just a brief little 4.5 hours. Finally. I quite enjoyed that series as a kid. So of course you better believe I sat down and watched 4.5 hours covering the whole series' history. Limbus Company has really funny numbers and good story. Only thing to do is just log in daily to make... Okay. Yeah, because it's like a phone game, right? Or it's a gacha game. Maybe both. I don't know. It's there's still plenty to do in Lobotomy Corporation itself, and then there's Library of Ruina as well. So, will I eventually get to Limbus Company? Maybe, but that's definitely in the far future. Multi-platform, but yes, it's on phone. Classic. See, this is such a much more this is way more chill experience, now that I don't have to worry about the damn train. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ! Nah, none of that. None of that. Don't even have to worry about it. You know what? Use this thing. Go for it. Let's try and get more intel. Pretty sure it doesn't kill anyone, it just, sometimes it breaks your weapons, it's kind of whatever. Look, it did a happy. I think it does use some energy, though, which maybe I should have used it earlier, when we had no energy, so that we wouldn't lose any, but whatever. Speaking of, we should probably be ready for some kind of, escape, right? We've got to be ready for the Red Dawn, rather, not some kind of... That's what I mean. Preventing an escape. And, the other thing we have to worry about is friendly fire. But luckily, it's, like, very identifiable by the coat. I think you can solo guard there. Punishing Bird... If Punishing Bird gets out, it's kind of whatever. This doesn't get out, this doesn't get out. Punishing Bird, if it gets let out by the Jesters, who cares? And anything that pops up in this row, theoretically we could just use the gunner to kill. But also, I mean, I think I have enough people at this point to guard both. Because, like, Cherno should be strong enough to guard there, and then the rest of you can guard over here. You guys can guard this. This one doesn't even get out anyways. Yeah, Necromancer with the gun. You might kill a few clerks if a Jester pops up, but no anomalies will be or abnormalities will be escaping, that's for sure. I think the Red Dawn, while it's kind of annoying, I do think it might be one of the better designs, because it does force you into this situation where having lots of extra employees is actually a good thing for once, instead of a liability. Because when you know it's coming, you can have everyone guard having everyone guard the rooms is actually peak strategy. It makes sense. Instinct is very bad, right. Attachment is okay. Like, there's no problem if you do attachment. Yeah, this is fairly normal. So you want to be ready, and that'll be fine. Are you going to do dusk this stream? We'll see. We'll see if we get that far. The only thing to really point out is that Punishing Bird canonically hates the British. The British Gears Spike Aura is guaranteed death. Yeah, I mean, the Punishing Bird does specifically hate their gear. Man, last stream, there was that one time where I had one person with the umbrella all the way down here, and Punishing Bird almost flew all the way down, but stopped at Axer at like the last second. But yeah, I did have to have several restarts after finding out that the umbrella has a counterattack, which then triggers the Punishing Bird. In the most literal sense, it gets very triggered, and then does a million billion damage in one hit. Alright, so the next guy is going to trigger the thing. What are you? Instinct 2 is high, so you guys having Instinct 2 is actually fine. Or Fortitude 2. So we'll send one of you in here. Even though the, Yep. Yep, of course, one of them's down here. I swear to God, if any of them actually do something, I'm gonna be mad. Because I went out of my way to set up all these guards. There's no shot they actually managed to let something out, right? There's a 0% chance. It does look like it's gonna fuck with the mirror, and that's gonna drain my energy. But I can live with that. Oh wait, hold on, they're very vulnerable to pale damage, I guess. This one is just gonna die to the clerks. Let's fucking go. Yeah, it didn't even get it just died to the clerks. I thought clerks were useless, but once you get that upgrade for their stat points, they can actually gun down a clown in the streets. Incredible. The Soviets didn't stand a chance. Red Dawn my ass. Punishing Bird doesn't actually insta-kill, it just deals a lot of red damage. Yeah, but I'm calling it an insta-kill because at this point it's effectively the same thing. Rip Bozo plus L plus cringe. Exactly. Imagine being an abnormality and getting ganked by some clerks. That would be embarrassing. Like, even if it managed to survive at that point, like, you would just off yourself afterwards because it'd just be so embarrassing. Like, you didn't even get defeated by agents, you get defeated by clerks. Who does that? Yeah, that's a good one, Junebug. So, let's say I put you in a bird's mouth, and all that was left of you, all that was left, that came out, was like your knuckle bone, or like an eyeball. You're probably dead! You wouldn't be like, oh yeah, he's fine, he's got like 1 HP. Gunned down like a rival gang member in San Andreas. Exactly. Yeah, it's funnier because their guns were intended for offing themselves. I don't think we need to say things like, you don't need to censor that. Just say, yeah, the guns are for killing yourself. And I'm not talking about it in Minecraft. Is that going to demonetize me? Probably, maybe. Probably not. And even if it does, this VOD is going to get like 300 views, so I'm not exactly worried about it. Let's be real. Let's not be censoring that. Now, of course, if there was actual money on the line, then, well, things would be different. You better believe I would crack down and be like, you guys have to use that cringe TikTok language, censor yourselves, but there isn't money on the line, so don't worry about it. I think it's to dodge YouTube auto-censor. Oh, that's true, it might, I'm not sure, because I do have, like, There's kind of like auto moderation on chat. Why don't you try typing kill myself in chat and see if it gets auto censored? Can somebody do that for me? Thank you very much. Report back your findings. We'd like to scientifically study the effects. It used to censor the word pee. I mean, honestly, that's fair. Pee is gross. Why would you be talking about that? Yeah, I think that's a way to get attachment. Alright, let's do that. How's Jane doing? I think Jane is somewhere alive. Not up here. Yeah, punishing birds just attacking them, which is fine. We've got YOLO. Can't see your damn name. That's Meccano. Apparently this one is... Where are you from? Oh, that's right. We don't even have Drew's app. Buzzard is still alive. But where are you from? Because you're... Shouldn't you be going back to your... I don't know why you're just hanging out in the hallway. Everyone was supposed to go back to their facility. There we go. YouTube overlords right now, you're on thin ice, buddy. YouTube overlords, I'm beneath their notice. I did it and the message didn't show up on the screen. Lol. Okay, so yeah, there is some auto-censoring. Damn. Although, I don't really... I mean, you can turn some of that off. I'm not sure I... Oh, wait, I got enough energy. Didn't even notice. Nice. No wonder they hired me for this job. I'm so good at it that I finished it without even noticing. You can't turn some of that off, but then also I would actually have to, like, worry about people posting things in chat and having to moderate it. Or I guess I could mod people. Have human moderators instead of automated ones. That is an option. Let's see. Who wants stats? You. You want stats. Go get stats. Yeah, because we want to get... We don't want to waste the opportunity to get a little stat training in. I volunteer one cooler guy. Yeah, I mean, he is around for most... For, like, most streams. It would be kind of fair, right? Can I just moderate? Add as moderator. I can do that. I can just do that. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes. I think we'll just start with standard moderator. Alright. Now, how are you going to abuse your powers? Let me know. What's the first thing you're going to do now that you have the opportunity to abuse your powers? Like a power-tripping Reddit moderator. I mean, everyone's just dying to know. It's one of the most exciting things on the internet. Right, Tokyo Ghoul. Go here. We can do this a few more times without triggering the next cliff off, so I guess we're good. I'm fully blue. You are blue. That's oh, you're right. You know what? That's right. It's actually been a year since I've started streaming, which means that we have our first Alpha Core. Holy moly. That's incredible. And not only is he now that he's gotten Alpha Core, it's the same day that he gets his name turned blue because he's a mod. That's incredible. And his profile picture is also blue. This is... Whoa. This is some serious, like, synchronicity right here. Carl Jung would be pissing himself if he was here to see it. The narrative depth, truly. Message retracted. Now, was that an automatic thing, or is that, like... Because usually when someone gets auto-moderated, it just doesn't show up in the feed in the first place. But in this case, it says message retracted, so does that mean that the person that Michael Craddock himself retracted the message? But what did he say that was so bad? Why do you think I was making a blue dabba-dee-dabba-die joke before? For literally no reason. I didn't even notice that you were an elf core. No, it was me that messed up? Okay. Good lord, he's blue. Why is he blue? That's a good question. Nobody knows. It's a mystery. I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention for the last 30 minutes. Have you heard about the r/art incident? I mean, yeah. I do occasionally tune into Moist Critical. I have heard. And then apparently he's like, alright, you guys win, we all resign, all the moderators resign. Even though it was just him, and the other moderators, he just, like, kicked them, and they had no idea what was going on. Very funny stuff. You could probably... Why do you have -3? Is that... Oh, you got the... You know what? I guess Tokyo Ghoul is getting the gun now. Sorry, Chirino. Or no, it's Necromancer who currently has it. Sorry, Necromancer. Tokyo Ghoul is somehow smoking a pipe through the mask. Don't ask me how. That's just how it works. That's how Mafia works, baby. You could probably use more sanity. Actually, you could use more of everything, but whatever. No, you're better than Charlie. I get sick of YouTube commentator slop. Oh, well, thank you. Like I said, I don't tune in to him. Don't tune in often, but, sometimes. I see what you mean, because it's kind of like, if you're consuming that stuff all the time, which is kind of the way it's designed to be, where they just, you know, a lot of commentators pump out, like, frequently videos, and if you're consuming it all the time, it definitely gets grating. So it's the kind of thing that I might see, like, once every week or every couple of weeks. And at that pace, it's just kind of like checking in with a personality that you like. Rather than constantly chewing on slop, as they like to call it. What will they think of next? Meeting someone just before they post? Erased them? Oh, never mind, they respawned. They also set up a lot of rules that sound like someone execute Order 66. It was pretty aura. Okay, I feel like I'm mentally getting a flashbang here, so I'm just gonna move on. Move on and pretend I do not see it. You, I guess, could do. Just do that again. Simple as. As it was said, thanks for slopping by. Yeah, isn't that like Dolan Darker who says that? Yeah, definitely don't watch that. I mean, if you're making money off of it, then go ahead, but I'm not going to be watching. Thanks for slopping by. Which reminds me, I need like... that's right, last time I did come up with an outro. It's like, see you later, Space Lobster. I think that's what I'm going to say at the end of my videos and my streams now. Just as we're going to lead you in with hello gamers, and we're going to see you off with see you later, Space Lobster. Speaking of, maybe I should put some MLG glasses on a lobster and like make that just kind of part of like the channel iconography. Like on the YouTube banner, have like some blue lobsters with MLG glasses. That would be peak, honestly. Maybe I should do that. A loopy fairy in Gensokyo. Just be wary that Yomu gets dunked on isn't seen too often in the story. Oh, you're responding to someone. Hold on. But I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I can't follow that conversation. I'm not scrolling up. Dwarf could use a little training. And I think that's going to be the last thing we can squeeze in for the day. I mean, I could just keep going, but I'm not going to. Lobster controlled by an AI core? No, I think lobsters will represent the community, the gamers. So I'll be like the... Well, and, you know, it's... Right now it's an alpha core, but I guess it might, maybe I should change it to just like a brain, because it's called Big Brain Energy. That's the channel name, so maybe I should just change like my representation to just being like a brain with MLG glasses on it. And I'm speaking to the community, and the community is the lobsters. See, this all makes sense in my head. I don't know if it makes sense to you. This channel is Lobster Slop SMH. Hey, don't disrespect the lobsters. I reviewed a message. Okay. What does that do? Well, that's a workday complete. Man, this game is so much less stressful when you don't have the stupid-ass train to worry about. My God. Never again. Lesson learned. Yes. I hold power over the auto mod. Oh, so you can take a message that got like auto-moderated, and then you can undo that. You know what? That's actually good. I think that's good. That's great design, actually. I appreciate that. Originality for looks is overrated. Sad choo-choo noises. Yeah, no more train. Now you become the sky and island. Sky and land. Grape flavored. Little angel. Okay. Well, we're voting. And I think there's going to be 2 votes, because there's going to be a second one. Sky and land. Grape flavor. And little angel. Let's see how hard chat screws me over this time. Although, really, outside of the train, chat hasn't really picked any, like, actual troll picks, for the most part. They've been pretty manageable. Despite everyone saying that, oh, you're screwed this time, oh, chat's got you this time, oh, this is a bad idea. They've only really done that once. So, and out of, like, several dozen picks, like a couple, is it a dozen? A little over a dozen picks at this point. That's not a bad track record. Can I think you can change your vote at any time. Shrimply? Shrimple as. The brain thing is a little overplayed, but if the brain was blue, then we would be in business. But have you considered MLG glasses? Because you can take any concept and make it original just by slapping some MLG glasses on it. Do not remember the first one. So the first one's a mystery box. The second one is grape flavored, but the first one could be anything. It could even be grape flavored. I pick blind because I'm as new to the game as you? Oh, hell yeah. First one is a fast reset? Oh, really? Well, it's a good thing that chat isn't picking the first one, then. First one is good. Alright, getting some mixed opinions. But, you know, that's kind of pretty typical at this point. Someone says the first one's good. Someone says it's a reset. Third one is funny and not dangerous at all. Isn't the circles like ones that were created by backers of the game or something? Alright, well, we're going to go with chat's pick of grape flavored. And then we're going to vote again. Yeah, so you're not allowed to pick that one. Express Train to Hell. Destined Portrait. Happy birthday. Definitely not picking the train, though. Oh, I lied. I do know the third one. Good one and reset are not exclusive. Oh, I guess that's true. That's not how democracy works. Look, you picked the train was picked before, and that's the reason we had to reset. That's right. So if we pick it again, we're just resetting again. So I'm saving you the time. Unless you guys want to vote for the same thing just so that I can reset again and we get stuck in a loop. But you guys wouldn't do that, of course. Also, one cooler guy. Also in celebration of becoming blue. That's another 50 clerks for the Lobotomy Corporation. Which, honestly, between Talon pilots and clerks at the Lobotomy Corporation, I honestly wonder which one would be more lethal. Oh, hey, Rotten Meat got it. Let's see if I can recognize some of these names. Holy shit, that's a ton of member. It's more tax evasion by cooler guy. Which I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you for choosing my channel as an outlet for whatever kind of money laundering scheme this is. It certainly enriched my life. I mean, if you scattershot with 50, I am going to recognize at least a couple of names in there. Although I do wish YouTube was a bit better at, like, prioritizing people who are currently in the stream. And it's just still going. Thank you for consistently carrying. Oh, wow. Have you consistently got it? That's impressive. Talent pilots can at least get recovery shuttles. Okay, counterpoint. I never build recovery shuttles, Michael, so they're just dead. I'm currently money laundering to the Philippines. It's just Gunner material. Oh, dear God. Well, we'll wait for like one more vote. 19 votes. All right, the last one got 20. Come on now. We're waiting on that one deciding. Actually, even if they vote either way, it kind of doesn't matter. It's a big enough of a lead. Hooray! It's the destined portrait. Dodging memberships like a pro here. Sorry, man, boy. Clerks aren't people. Enough said. The town pilots aren't dead. They just moved to a farm upstate. At least being a town pilot is cool. Being a clerk is like being in 5 different hells simultaneously, and you have to do paperwork. Oh, that's kind of true. There is some kind of lore even in Star Sector where people want to be fighter pilots, even though they know that the survival rates are pretty low. Because the thing is, if you're on a ship, you're just following your captain's orders, and the captain is following the admiral's orders. So everyone's just kind of like working as a part of a team. But when you're a fighter pilot, you're actually in control of your ship. But yeah, I believe we've had this already. We're just going to have to go through it again since we did the day reset. You've received a document written by A himself. Perhaps you're being recognized now. Man, that phrasing is so translated. I don't know how to put it, but like, you are being recognized is not a phrase you hear in English, but when you take like East Asian media and translate it to English, it starts cropping up. It's a very translated, that's its aesthetic. It is I don't know how else to put it. Big skip button in question. I mean, that's true. But I'd like to remember what actually happens in the story. So I'll read through this one. A is on a rather long journey currently. As all our journeys have to end, the final destination will be home, this place. Sometimes I imagine myself on a journey too, accumulating memories while looking at a world I have never seen before. The day still ice cold, but we know that the winter frost is almost over. This winter was much colder than usual. Okay. The translation used to be so bad, to a point there was a litigation. A litigation, you say? I mean, having a bad translation is pretty standard, to be honest. A is actually an Omega Core. Wouldn't be surprising. A is actually an undercover boss clerk. Bro, can you imagine the show Undercover Boss taking place in this universe? Bro, they wouldn't even be able to release the episode. He'd be dead. He would just die by the end of the day. Devs got scanned by the first translation team. So they paid for a high quality translation, but then got like low-level translation. Damn. Oh, that's right. That's the one that I haven't. Also, there was bear instead of beer. What? Dad won the shows? That's good content. Oh, the old LobCorp translation is something, alright. Well, I'll take your word for it. I do have more points. I could upgrade some people. I could also try filling out all the remaining slots for people, but I don't think I need to. Right, so I can get the weapon, or I can get the armor, and both of these are really good. I think we'll start with the weapon, because it's more expensive, so it's gotta be better. It's more important, right? More expensive is more good. It's just the way it works. So, you get the premium. Level 5, Fortitude 5, yep. Which does open up the scar for somebody else. Oh, Axer actually has enough stats. Nice. You probably want better armor if you're going to be down here, though. Now that I think about it. Well, I think you've got to replace Aesir, because Tokyo Ghoul over here has to replace this, because you got the pipe. So now you're doing this, which now means Necromancer is out of gear. Okay, so I guess we could give you the umbrella, but I am a bit concerned about the stupid bird trying to eat you. So I guess we're going to have to give you lower level gear. And as long as nothing escapes, it won't be an issue anyways. Right? Right. Exactly. I'm always right about these things. In fact, I've never even been wrong. And if I've never been wrong, then I must be right. Surprisingly, no escapes. No, managing escapes is easy. Just don't make bad decisions. The only problem is that when you're under a time crunch, because of a train, you start making bad decisions. It's actually that simple. Okay, so I think you're already at 3. You could use more justice. I see, yeah, your justice. So spamming, the thing is this thing is actually so goated because you could just spam repression and get up from like 50 to 100 justice like immediately. That was really good. We just need to get fortitude up because your hit points being low on a sniper is not the end of the world, to be fair. But we should probably get that up. Oh, and I did forget to use the mirror at the end of the day. Naturally. Naturally. Okay. For these guys, though, I'm just going to spend the love points to get them up to level 3. And hopefully, we can train enough of our employees to the point where they don't just immediately die when something breaks out. That would be nice. But, you know, this is Lobotomy Corp, so we'll see. Lobotomy Corp-amy. Lobble gobble. Yeah, so these guys are all level 3. That's a good start. 5, 5, 3. Let's organize. 5s, 4, 3. And these are 2, and these are 2. Down here, 3 and 5. Okay. Although, I don't know what... So one of these is an item, which is probably going to be fine. And the other one is a... Well, we'll see. I think we're ready to start the day. Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah. Oh. Huh. Grape flavored. Yum. I mean, I guess we should just... You know what? It's the start of a new day. Just go, full send it, and if something goes wrong, we can just restart the day. Simple as. I want to make sure I don't have another train situation, so just use this. We'll see what happens. Behold, the most vile thing in the entire game, Baby Shark. What? Why, what? What? What is that? The dialogue box is in the way, but I don't know what that is. If mirrors are so good, when will they make Mirror 2? Oh, he's on the canvas. What the fuck? Now send someone else? Yeah, let's try that. Nothing will go wrong. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, the first person gets etched onto the canvas. Okay, do they just become a copy of that person? Do they kill that person? What happens? I'm so curious. Oh yeah, it did kill them. Okay, so I love how the aura is still there. That's great. The curse is still over his body. So much aura that he just can't die. All right, well, go back in there yourself. See what happens. Literally nothing. Damage that would be dealt to the etched will be taken by another in the facility. It really will not apply to damage that exceeds the maximum HP of the one who is shown on the canvas. So whoever's in there, they don't actually take damage, it just gets split off to other people? Is that how that happens? It's like a bonfire now, yeah. This is how... They don't want you to know, but this is how bonfires in the Dark Souls are made, actually. I love how there's the red mist. Yeah, that's... See, that's not like... That's not even from the abnormality. That's because Cooler Guy has a curse attached to him that has a red aura, and it just stuck around even after he died. Because that's just how that works, I guess. Definitely looks cool. Unironically almost canon? What? Yes, I know game mechanics. Oh, really? You say that you know game mechanics. Alright, name every game mechanic, Yomu. That's what I thought. Checkmate. Bait used to be believable. You know, that's a good saying. Whenever someone says something stupid, just tell them that bait used to be believable. Although, what if they're saying something stupid on purpose? What if they're reverse baiting you? By saying bait that they know is bad, so that they can trigger you. Or what if they are just stupid, and they're pretending that they weren't stupid, by pretending it was bait, after the fact, when they get called out for being stupid. Okay, it does sanity damage. This is definitely, yeah, this is not an instinct. Instinct and not good. Yep. So I'm assuming something bad is going to happen here. But I guess we'll just wait and see and find out. The bonfires are made out of the undead. Well, yeah, that's probably right for the Dark Souls. If no plap, why plap-shaped? Dear God. Also, it's just bubbles. There is no plap shapes here, alright? Don't even. How's insight? Very low. Okay, well, it's a good thing I didn't do insight. Instinct might have actually been better. You know what? Guessing instinct every single time has not failed me. And it's like, when they're not instinct, it's kind of obvious. Like, the blue heart was obviously not an instinct-based abnormality. But everything else is just kind of like, is it monster? Do instinct. Oh, hey, that worked. Crazy. Instinct, it's like, Sheen, this is the 8th time you've shown instinct work in class. But instinct work always works, so why would I stop? You should get really close to the screen and buy the shark's basic information. Why should I get really close to the screen? Does it make a loud noise? My streamer is plugged up into the lobotomy corporation matrix, and he's beginning to believe. I guess that's what it is, seeing into the matrix in this world, is realizing that everything is instinct. It's as simple as that. People will try to tell you it's more complicated. Nah. It's all instinct, baby. It's like, I'm using my instincts to guess that the right answer is instinct. And I'm right. Oh, please. Please. Okay. I was really worried that it would move at the last second. I mean, 3 might be okay, but I don't really want to try that out. I'd rather take a safer approach. Right, now we definitely need to raise... Right. Why don't you come up here and raise your sanity a little bit. Dwarf, you... Oh, you only have Justice 2. Damn. I forgot. Yeah, paying for Justice 3 is expensive, but at the same time, it does get you over the threshold for that guy. Might be better to just train you on Shylock then. For now. Save the lobotomy points. It is interesting that Justice is more expensive than the others, because it does change your incentives a bit. You want to do training for Justice specifically whenever you can, and then just pay for the others. You know, to a degree. Magic bullet weapon. Oh, wait, Yomo, you're actually lifting off all the game mechanics. Okay. Fair. Didn't think you would actually follow through. Damn, none of you guys really have enough. Huh. I guess you could do it. Attachment work is not the end of the world for Necromancer. What's your armor like, though? Yeah, your armor's still, like, too low, so I'm not sending you in there. No way. Oh, you're... Actually, all of you have... Does anyone have good armor? Like, the only one who actually has high enough armor is you. What happened to the... Umbrella Boy armor? Did I not equip anyone with that? I should have 2 sets. Yeah, I know you have it. But I should have a second one, right? Yeah. Who has it? Where are they? Did I not equip it? No, it's Dwarf. Ah, okay. That explains that. Although, yeah, Dwarf I don't think has stats high enough to really work with the wolf, which means that we're probably just gonna have to send Cooler Guy in again. Just work with all the high-level guys. Well, I mean... Yeah, I guess we do need it for the energy. I'm gonna get out of here in a reasonable amount of time. Can we get an Old Faith use? Yeah, I guess so. Fortified weapon at higher attack power. I don't think this carries over across days, does it? Right? There's no way it does. It's got to be just like for the day. The way that is moving is kind of this is definitely not an intended interaction. Like the way that the mouthpiece is moving there does not make a whole lot of sense. Well, I just buffed the damage that the weapon that has friendly fire, so if anybody ends up in the same hallway as I see her, they are dying instantly. No question about it. Just an instant termination. Where's the other one? Dwarf, don't you belong over here? Why are you over there? Oh, right, because I was doing this one, and I probably sent you over there. My bad. I am not going in that door. Okay, apparently I would have made it in time, but I'm not taking that chance because this thing always fucks with me. That's good enough. Second highest is good enough. $30 to 31 damage, 33 damage per second? What are we talking about? Which one? I will not be mentioning ego that you don't have. Okay, good. Black Swan reflects damage, 25% chance. Okay. Hey, hold on. What's that damage per second? Yeah, it's damage per shot. And, oh yeah, 56 HP. Although to be fair, most armor does have some amount of resistance. Have I gotten the gun from the baby? No. I must have lost it at some point. What was the baby's instinct, right? Yeah. Right, and all you have to do is just nail the work, and then you have no problems, right? Like, that's it. It's just go in there, high level, do instinct, you're fine. Simple as. It's as shrimple as that. Man, it is nice. You know, this game is nice and relaxing. Whew. It's so easy. Punishing Bird has broke out. Just don't target anyone with an umbrella. Birds and umbrellas don't mix. We learned that the hard way. Come on, Cadril's ready. He can take it. Go on, Punishing Bird. Go for it. Yeah, see, it even switched targets. So usually it targets these guys up here, but then as soon as I equip people with umbrellas, it would fly halfway across the facility to go specifically after that person just to fuck me over. Incredible. The design is very human. You could slap Iseot into the painting? I guess. I mean, I might as well use it to get the observation level up. Even though I'm not really planning for Iseot to actually have any combat, because if we don't let them out in the first place, there won't be any combat. Right? Right. Mimicry weapon can sometimes hit harder than usual. Which one is Mimicry? I don't remember. That's Harmony. Syrinx. It's not these guys, right? No, that's Black Swan. Oh, it's gotta be Meat Lantern, right? No, that's a Lantern. Mimicry. Oh! Yeah, it's you. Of course. Nothing there, weapon, yeah. Look at that cloud. That's, so I'm guessing that's a link? So it's telling me that when Iseot takes damage that it'll be redirected to Axer? I assume that's what that means? Seems likely, right? It's a reasonable explanation. Yeah, you really need to get your fortitude up. But I don't think there's any great choices. I mean, this is like doing instinct work with this is probably fine, but I think Shylock is better. Although we could do this one as well. It should be fine. So there's a couple options here. Although I guess if you fail too much, then you're going to kill your coworker, because the damage is going to be redirected, right? Hold on, let's take a look. If you fail any boxes, let's see if you take damage. Yeah, no, you take 0 because it's redirected to Axer now. Okay. I think that's what that means. Because any other interpretation doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I'm just tired of figuring out what ego you have, so I'm going to move on to tool. Yeah, I mean, alright, go for it. Yeah, we had the train. There is no train in Ba Sing Se. I guess we gotta trigger the thing, so let's just do that now. Yeah, you can just do insight. It'll be fine. Yes, moving on. I love how PM couldn't be bothered to design different visual effects, so the painting shares it with a naked nest. The who what? Okay, so we've got... Okay, so I think it's the baby and that thing. I mean, this is whatever. And that's whatever. So, easy mode. Then we got a Green Dawn, which is just the robots. Literally a non-issue. Just a couple of clankers. They literally have train carts in Ba Sing Se. Mine carts. Yo, Ba Sing Se is literally Minecraft. But why did you fail your first three? Immediately. Come on now. That is incredibly unlucky. And I really don't want this thing to tick down. What does it take? 14? What's the total? 18? So you have to get it perfect, or it might... I mean, it's a % chance, but still. Okay. Yeah, just barely cleared it. Damn. That's rough. Just barely cleared the guarantee note. Because if you get normal, there's a chance that it'll tick down. And that would be very not good. Really don't need to wake up the pug. Speaking of the pug, go deal with that. We can change anything deals... Ah, yes. This thing. Hear me out, the bunker protects people if you link. You have two linked, think of the benefits from that. What? So, are you saying I could put Axer in the bunker, and that would protect them? Oh yeah, speaking of, we haven't really used the bunker beyond 10 seconds, because the next time is 1 minute, and then 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and when there's blood inside the bunker, that is definitely not a good idea. So I'm just going to ignore it. Protect whoever used the painting. Close to that armor. That would be nice. You can do instinct with your work again, and it'll go fine, right? Yeah, nothing will go wrong. Certified truth. If you just say it, it'll come true. Nothing will go wrong. It sounds like a fish tank. Are those bullet holes in the side? Oh, it has those are like human legs. Wait, what? I thought that was like a fishtail or something. Well, I guess instinct work is just the best. Always. Alright. The Dreaming Current. Okay. I see you're avoiding the bunker. I've had enough trauma from the train, I don't want to find out what the bunker does. Although, I guess I could just do it at the start of the day, and if it goes wrong, retry. This one is fucking scary when it breaches. I mean, if we can just get Cooler Guy the armor from nothing there, I think it'll be fine, right? He'll be able to handle it. He's already got the weapon. He's got, like, his stats nearly maxed out. Honestly, at this point, we should just change his name to Let Me Solo Her, because he'll be soloing it for sure. Old weapon, Faith, and Promise can either buff Nugget's ego weapon or destroy it. That's correct. Become the wolf. No, you're not the wolf anymore. Stop it. You've been promoted. You're not a furry anymore. I think at this point, because you're stuck with the curse now, so we're going to use the mirror. Fortitude and Prudence are already maxed out. Bazinga. Prudence is still maxed out, but Fortitude went down in exchange for buffing it. Temperance and Justice. Okay. Fortitude 3 might be good enough with high Temperance. Or it might not. Well, I mean, we can always just rescue you if this goes badly, so let's try training some instinct. Lies, I was always furry, I just don't have my fursuit on. Damn. It turns out there were furries among us. I forgot if the bunker time is cumulative or continuous time in the bunker. That's a good question. Cooler is the Lion of Cinderella. Yeah, lion in a literal sense. IT, that's true. Furries are the IT support of everything. So that kind of makes sense. I think that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot of red damage. Although, to be fair, that's because your armor is like 2 grades down. We got half the energy. Hooray! We did it. The Lobotomy Corporation is saved. Glyph Jr. We do need to get you up to Justice 3 so that we can actually start training. Start training for real. For real, for real. I believe there's a limit to how many times one person can use it before it insta-kills them. Well, I mean, I've unlocked all the information. It doesn't say that it insta-kills them. It just says that if you use it more than once a day, it starts lowering your stats. Oh, woo. Notices your unsecured ComSec lines. What's this? Wow, thanks, Dare Dudology. That's great. I love that. Yay. Yes, it's per day? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're gonna train that. We've already done all the high-level ones. I guess we're just gonna spam the low-level ones, huh? Well, go in there. Get in there. Get in there. Alright, good. Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with the Green Dawn, which is not too bad. It's nothing too serious. It's very manageable. Yeah, I think the mirror of adjustment is per person. Because if not, I've been using it wrong. The clankers are coming. It came from Lobotomy Corporation. The attack of the clankers. And imagine being the employees up here, just chilling. You've got all these anomalies, but you don't even have to bother. You're just kind of hanging out. Some alchemy in the background. Very nice. I wonder what kind of deep background details they got hiding here. This is a trophy with a big rose. Sure. Yeah, why not? Looks like, you know what? I think this is the same thing as up there. It's just turned sideways. It's a little more alchemy. But is that like a city back there? What the hell is back there? Because you can just walk and there's just all these spires and structures. What is even back there? Clanker's gonna clank their last clong. Yes. You. Oh yeah, Hod's office is just weird like that. Yeah, it seems like it, huh? Punishing Bird is broken out. That's fine. Go on, Punishing Bird. Go for it. Oh, fuck, it's... Oh, wait, no. Okay, it's fine. Bro, turn around. Come on. Gotta get there in time. There we go. So we got one here. Do we have any down here? We do. Okay. So go kill that. Go beat that one up with a katana. Oh, there's two up here. No, there's not two. That one's the bird. Hold on. Go kill that. The one over here. We could gang up on it. But I think Necromancer can probably handle it. Yeah, the bird's going back to its cell. Yeah, that's dead. Easy. Just smack it with a katana a few times. It'll learn its lesson. It's called percussive maintenance. Just get the robots to behave. Knock, knock. Oh, no, I want you up here, actually. Thank you. And that should give us a bunch of energy. Alright, keep working with this thing, I guess. I would like to know more. Would you like to know more? Yes, officer. Yeah, plus 10%. Nifty. Who was training? I think it was you. I think you're training with the wolf, right? Yeah. Send you in there. Really should be giving you better armor, but what can you do? Just don't mess up. Pathetic. My clerk body count. I've got 500 confirmed clerk kills. You know, that would be kind of interesting is if it gave you a counter for how many clerks you lost. That would be something. It's only 120, so we're pretty close. Yeah, so that one's done, that one's done. That one we're working on, this one we're working on. Yeah, okay. This looks good. 6,723 by the end of the game. Will definitely be a lot. No doubt about that. It'd be even more if you count across timelines and retries, but, you know. Gotta keep it manageable. The clerk execution economy when certain abnormality walks in. Oh boy. Can I afford it? I can. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's right. How's Axer doing? Yeah, it's not even that bad. Huh, you know, the painting method actually makes things more manageable, doesn't it? Especially with, like, the censored. Because you can paint somebody, then send them into the facility. And you can have whoever they're connected to just surround them with a bunch of people that have white weapons. And so you're basically ready to reset their sanity while the person that's in there doesn't actually have to take all the damage. Well, 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 that might be a strategy. That might even be legit. Now you're thinking with Avnos. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Oh my god, I never thought of using the painting with censored. That's unironically an excellent strategy. Oh, thank you. But yeah, it's like, because like I tried using the bullets, but unfortunately the bullets, the shield bullets don't actually do anything. They break as soon as they enter the facility, but I mean, clearly we've seen that when the painting, like I tested it out and it does work. So with those harder abnormalities that are difficult to actually study, that seems like a potential strategy. Only need like 16 energy. Damn, this is clean. Yeah, I've already built all those. Yeah, I guess we'll just find, where is he? Dorf? Yeah, get over here. Both of you. I want to do some training. The only thing that can stop a bad abnormality is a good abnormality. Yes. I mean, the Dusk event is pretty far away, to be honest. We've only done Dawn. And then we have this, and then we have Noon, and then we have a Meltdown again, and then usually a second Meltdown, and then Dusk. So I don't know if, it's like, it's so far away when we've already got all the energy. I don't know if I'm gonna go for that. Although, it does seem to be the only event left. So, maybe I should? Does the painting transmit the abnormality panic damage to the painted? Well, either way, it kind of doesn't matter, because the initial panic damage isn't enough to immediately... So even if it's not, even if it doesn't, it's not enough to break the character. So it'll just do a bunch of sanity damage, and then the remaining damage, just from studying it normally, will be transferred over. If anything, that's better, because then it splits the damage instead of focusing all on one target. I guess I could get more training in before we go. Just do a couple more. Oh, right, and I should probably remember to have you use the mirror. That might be good. Or so I've been told. Alright, how do your stats shake up? Oh, perfect! Maximum temperance and maximum justice, and then we can train up fortitude and prudence. Beautiful. I mean, this is technically 4 now, which is concerning, but we can train it. As a matter of fact, we should probably train it before we go. Just get a little bit of training. Since censored as ALF, this means that level 4 or lower will immediately get overwhelmed and panic. Yeah. Level 5, it takes it down by like... It takes out like 2/3 of their sanity instantly for level 5 as well. It's, concerning. You know what, we'll just call it a day. Proceed. Yes. Are my bones already? I hope so. Oh, that's right, we gotta vote. What do we have? Tingling in your neck. The best great blue sky you'll never get to see again. So this is definitely talking about something killing you. Snow melting. Hollow pride. We'll call it great blue sky. Great blue sky, snow melting, hollow pride. Sounds like a poem. Your bones are not ready for the abdominal bone snatcher. I don't think anyone's bones will ever be ready for that. Although I guess I shouldn't say that. That's truly boneless behavior. Does the energy requirement ever get so high that you'll actually see a dusk event? I would assume so. Nothing too nasty this time? I hope so. It would be a shame if I'd have to restart all over again. Well, I wouldn't have to restart, but, you know, memory repository again. It doesn't, but you want to do dusk earlier than later? You know what? Yeah, I guess. It is the last mission that we have. I should probably clear that off. Get that off the checklist, then we can move on with the story. Although I don't know what a dusk event does, and it's kind of annoying because it is at the end of the day, and if it ends up being something that screws me over when I'm not prepared for it, that would be bad. That would be pretty bad. We'll claim your bones. Well, just ask him to stop. Ask him nicely. The missions locked behind one will become harder the more ALFs you get. Dusk tip, all dusk events do red damage. Really? Well, it seems like everyone wants Hollow Pride, so we'll go with that. It's quite the winner. Blood Floor. Break and Ruin. Dear Employee... Gas Masks. Blood Floor, Break and Ruin, Gas Masks. Start poll. It's not all that. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue. But surely it won't. The orb. Melting 1. Vote, shut up. Ah, yes, the discussion is very productive. We are all scoundrels. This will not end well. Chat is rioting. Chat is not sure what they want. I mean, the vote's kind of close. No, never mind. It was kind of close, but now people seem to be voting on gas masks. If you vote badly, I will turn this car around. And by that I mean memory repository again. But I guess we'll have to see. Looks like a reset. You'll see the gimmick very quickly. Shit is about to get really bad. Yeah, I mean, it does look like they voted for gas masks. Alright. Oh yeah, okay, we'll skip now. Yes, okay, we did read this last time. Y'all are evil. This is one I was kind of hoping would come for either the red or blue department. Yay, let's all dissolve. I'm so happy. I mean, you guys managed to pick good ones here. And then apparently the gas masks are really bad. Well, do I even bother preparing, or do I just go for it? Because it sounds like we're going to be resetting. You know, I'll do a little preparing, but I don't think I'm going to spend any lot points. Or maybe I will. So you've got that. Now you can wear mimicry. Ah, yes, blood red. Lovely. Exert not high enough level to become a furry. You are, though. That one's not actually all that good. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, we don't have a lot of great options at this point. Yeah. Do you have good enough health and black protection you could ignore the gimmick almost completely? Well, apparently... Wait, what? Wait, his stats are maxed out. Huh? I guess that the times that I did fortitude and sanity training were enough that even though I used the mirror, they just immediately shot back up to full. So he just has the stats maxed out across the board. Okay. Nice. That's great. I love that. Because he's the GOAT. True. Well, I guess we're going to move you down there. And you'll deal with it. You will make the problem go away. This is your command. Yeah, okay, so these guys are all doing pretty good on their stats. I guess we can start leveling up these guys. Some lob points. Ooh, Justice 1? Really? Dang. Oh, whatever. Confirm. Confirm. Okay. Look at that. Slowly but surely, we will promote everyone. We'll all be level 5. And then nothing will go wrong. Alright. Guys, am I playing the right game? This looks like it belongs to a different game. Like a Monster Girl Island type of game. I think this one is the gas mask one, though. But this one is... This is the spine tingler. Hooray. Now you see why chat loves this one. Yeah. Let me touch it. That's certainly a bad idea. Red one is gas mask? It is? It seems like it's the other way around. Do not let Cooler Guy touch the slime girl. I mean, it's the start of the day. Let's find out what it does. Right? Pink Lady is a meme. Let's just, yeah, it's probably going to cause some kind of problem. Let's find out what it does. Let's find out now, because I do want to get the Dusk Ordeal, and if this thing is an issue, then... Yeah. Your bones are... Oh, your bones are... No, your bones are not going to be fine, my guy. Your bones are definitely going to get... dissolved. Oh, so... Okay, so yeah. Because I thought because, you know... I guess they get picked in the reverse order of what I thought. Makes those look at it, feel affection without realizing it. I don't like that. This belongs in a different game. He's not going to get mind controlled by it, is he? Surely nothing bad will happen. That's also definitely an Aleph. Oh boy. Maybe we can farm it for some equipment, and then if we reset, then we get to keep the equipment, right? Actually, only his bones will survive. Oh, cool. This one, yeah, this one was a backer. Oh, there's a... Oh, great. That's fine. Repression with it. The lump healed and raised their work success rate. However, further observation. Completing repression work causes the counter to be lowered. Well, it's a good thing I didn't do repression. I did instinct, and it worked. Because it always works. It's that simple. Alright, let's just learn. Alright, let's just learn what we can. And then, if things go wrong, we're gonna reset. Simple as. It's actually that easy. What the hell was that pink splotch? I mean, he's got a heart above him, which is definitely not good. Yay, she's healing him, and that's it. You should send everybody in. I don't believe you. Get the blue lady? I mean, I will. Wow, he is... Even with minus 6%, he's doing some work. He's good at his job. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that could possibly happen? Yeah, that's right. That's the question we should be asking. The scientific method. Try again, cry again. Something like that. Yeah, he still has the red mist. Yep. That's not going away. Because we can pause. We got 24 bucks. She has a shitload of guidelines. Employees who are in the same area have a low chance of being infected by the slime. Those who are infected by the slime can be distinguished with a trace of... Well, I mean, I guess that's the heart, right? Okay, this is really annoying. Because it's scrolling through both at the same time. This is ridiculous. How do I scroll through just the one? Dear God. How do I read? Skin was completely merged with slime and effectively turned into a blank. Oh. So, I think it kills them? Wait, does it just dissolve them? That's not good. With the number of... took up more than 50% of the apartment while it was alive? D0109-2 versus 109-1. What? 109. Who's 109 versus 109-2? Like dash 1 versus dash 2. Who is that? It can be found that the spread of the slime can be controlled through insight work. If performs insight work and produces 24, the slime will not infect other employees for 30 seconds. However, please be cautious. Oh. 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 Dash 1 is your moderator very, very soon. I mean, it did say that if after a certain amount of time passes, it does, yeah. Although, I did learn that insight work might be able to save us if we do it early. Dash 1 is the one with the lump, I believe. Okay, so this one is definitely not instinct. I can tell you that right now. Alright, my gut is telling me this one's not instinct. Alright, hop in there. Insight's probably the right one. Fuck. Nope, that's 2 down. Oh, look. Wait. Yeah? It's not that bad. He's barely taking any damage anyway, so it's not like it's a high level. Repression is the safest option if you have black protection because she hits hard. If you zoom in and look at the clerks... Oh! Oh, that's your entire face. Oh, great. Oh, no, that's good. Yeah. This is fine. Okay, hold on. Let me read through this again. So to the first employee who performed any work other than repression work, the lump... According to the state of D0... D... Further observations needed to determine how the lump's effects change according to the state. Employees, those who are infected, can be distinguished by the slime on their cheeks. Also had a low chance of infection, which passed after infection. Turned into blank. Dropped to 0 with a number of... Cliff-off counter dropped to 0 with a number of... So, okay, so if the employee dies, the employee with the heart dies, then it goes down to 0. Drops to 0 when took up more than 50% of the department. I think we're talking about the clerks in that case, if it's more than 50% of the clerks. Through insight work. If D0... Okay, so the infected person performs insight work and produces 24 more boxes, the slime will not infect other employees for 30 seconds. That's barely anything. That's nothing. $30 that's not... That's literally worthless. They're talking about clerks. If there are no clerks, I don't have execution bullets. Unfortunately. Loosely, slime lady equals plague. You need to quarantine them or else a gimmick. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that is certainly a gimmick. Hello? Do your damn job. It's not taking any damage. That's a problem. Are they just immune to red damage? That might be an issue. Oh, he did. Yeah, it looks like the employee didn't turn. But the clerks do. Which is kind of annoying, because the clerks aren't even going into the facility, but somehow they get infected. Like, make that make sense. I mean, I guess they've got to be immune to red damage. Or they're just immune to all damage, but I doubt that. That would be stupid. Yeah, these guys are infected. Oh, well, I don't have execution bullets, so this is great. Phenomenal. Oh, you know what? There is actually a way to stop the spread. Now that I think about it. It's not the most sensible way, but it is a way. Where are you going? Shoot your gun. Okay, I need you to back up now. The microcontrols are not great, but we can do it. Just remove the clerks. We have the... Guys, wait. Friendly fire is a buff. Holy shit, we have the technology. As long as it doesn't, like, spread to the upper levels, then, which would be annoying. But I think if we contain the clerks down here, then we should be fine, right? Like, it's literally a non-issue. This might actually be manageable. I'm still concerned about that. Actually, why don't you go up there? They don't even do that much damage to Aesir. Aesir is actually totally fine. But yeah, that person is clearly infected. And I bet they're going to transform and... But are you going to break out at some point? Because it did say something about if it's 50% of the department. So I'm a bit confused. It would be nice if I could just order you to attack the clerk, but I can't. Here, shoot the clerk. No? Alright. Well, they're definitely going to transform at some point. First person that works with it, excluding repression, becomes a 109. They can affect clerks around them. Okay. So that's how that spreads. So having him up here is a bad idea. Yeah, if it's just him that spreads it, then that's fine. Oh, he can infect other employees. Okay. I get it now. So I don't think, as long as we don't work with it, it doesn't pose a real issue, right? And repression work might be fine for him, because he does have the red armor. Easy containment procedure, just let the fish breach. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, totally. No problems. Okay, so we kind of get the gimmick now. It's probably manageable. As long as she can't infect by herself, as long as it requires you to actually go in, then just don't go in, Lamau. And it did say repression work would not trigger. Although it's probably going to be like very low to compensate for that, but still. Her equipment is fantastic, so she's worth working with. Yeah, here's the thing. It's like people will say that it's really bad, but if it only triggers when you work with it, then it's like you have to worry about clip-off counters forcing you to work with it, but that's kind of it. If not, then you just don't work with it until the end of the day. Right, see, the train was an exception because the train, you had to work with it constantly. If you forgot it for like 30 seconds, which I definitely would do, then it becomes an issue. So I guess the lore here is that it tricks the employee into thinking that they're friends, and then gives them a little bit of slime, and then the employee carries it out of the facility with them, and then the slime starts spreading to all the other employees. And like that's the thing. And then if you do repression, then they don't, like, if they do repression work, then they don't fall for her tricks, I guess. Although, I don't think it said anything about negative results, did it? She's not going to escape from that, right? It's actually just fine. Yeah. It's actually just fine, and there's no heart. Okay. That's manageable. Does it make him Orpharm too hard? Oh yeah, you're right. The curse might go a little... Oh wait, I think the curse is already maxed out. Hold on. Wait. The curse didn't even change. I think he's maxed out already. I think minus 20 plus 20 is the maximum. Bad and normal have a chance to lower it, if I recall. Well, people are saying, well, if you do repression, it's always going to be a bad result, so that kind of sucks. You're at max, alright. Yeah, he's already maxed out, so I can do repression work without any issues. Ah. Nice. Very nice. Oh, you actually got the horns, too. Nice. Minus 4 HP plus 8 SP. Okay. Fortitude 3. I mean, 3 is not great. I guess we could do it here because it's safe. No. Here, right? Alright, which of you are qualified? You look qualified to me. Repression is okay, I guess. Yeah, it's still high. A breach without her having minions. Hold on. To work around, though, make sure you have... Breach without her having minions is easy to work around. Make sure you have 0 red weapons going after her. Yeah, red weapons seem to do 0 damage. And Final Wish. Joining in on the membership schemes. Doling out 5 new membership dreams. Thank you, Mr. Final Wish. The Crumbling Armor Curse at max level, does it kill nuggets? Well, it only kills them on attachment work. The downside to doing justice work is it causes the curse to progress further, but if it's already maxed out, then there's no downside. Red weapons heal her. Oh. I just thought that they did 0 damage, but they heal her, huh? And both of these guys down here have red weapons, so that's great. You know, off to a good start. Clearly. And yeah, work the Sun Girl at the end of the day if you could afford that. That's gonna be the plan. I also need to learn about this creature, which Insight did do fine. So we'll do that. I'll be honest, I forgot about the Crumbling Armor's Curse. Don't worry, I forgot about it a couple times too. Until somebody got their head chopped off. It happens. Happens to the best of us. I think you... Yeah, alright. Go in there. Fish. Go into the lake to catch fish. Panicked. Okay, so when someone panics, the counter goes down. Temperance level 1. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, just send someone in with Temperance level 1 to a WoW. This is literally irrelevant. You're never sending someone with Temperance level 1 to deal with an abnormality at this level. Pools of liquid, sections of the facility. What? When it escaped, drastically inhibited the movement of employees and dealt red damage. So when it escapes, it makes pools of liquid that do hurt your health but restore sanity. Okay. I mean, that's literally it. Just don't panic, and don't do Temperance level 1. In fact, the counter doesn't even go down from doing bad job at work, so even if you get 0 boxes, it doesn't break out. I mean, you shouldn't get 0 boxes, but it won't break out anyways, so nice. My hideous fish son. It's like a lesser blue star, ridiculously lethal, but would literally never escape unless you crowbar the door open. Yeah, it seems... Well, it's a counter of 2. So this one doesn't matter. Panicked during work. Oh, wait! When it says during work, does it mean that, like, panic when you're in here? Okay, it's not like someone's panicking out somewhere else. It's like if you're actually doing work in here and then you panic, then it lowers the counter by 1, and it has a counter of 2. Yeah, this thing doesn't escape unless you literally crowbar the door open. That's a good description. From the looks of it, repressing work only increases the tier of ore farming. Yeah, that's how I thought it worked. That's great. This thing is that's a good pick, guys. Well done. Man, this game is so easy. I don't know what people are talking about. Maybe we'll try doing Dusk today. I do also need to work with, well, I don't really need to work with you, but it's definitely a good idea to do it. When possible. The shrimp are based, not as good as lobster, but about as good as it gets in Tritech. Yes. Shrimp. Apparently YouTube is whining about not receiving enough data, which is not an issue I've had in a while. That would be weird if I suddenly started having that issue again when I didn't change anything. We'll see. We'll see if it's just YouTube saying nonsense or if there's actually an issue. Become the Krillionaire. 1 in a Krillion. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to send you up too. Nothing there has been fine. Honestly, nothing there might be one of the most fine out of all of them. Hello? Why can't I click on this? Hello? Game? Video game? What? What the hell is that? He's got... I can't see it because he's talking. Hey, shut up. Stop yapping. You've got a marker above your head. What the fuck is that? Huh? Will receive a blessing. Great. Apparently the blessing is stopping me from doing work, though. Because I can't select anything. We're getting a small stutter every now and again. God damn it. Yeah, the blue lady does seem to apply a blessing if you get a good work result. Oh boy! Oh yeah, Knight's gimmick. Apparently I can't do any work. Is that the gimmick? Yeah, because other people can do work, so it's not a bug. He just can't do any work. Yeah, he's a fighting guy now? I guess so. which is not ideal, because I was relying on him a little bit. Just a teensy bit. We've got some people getting trained as substitutes, but after the... And they were close, but after the whole memory repository, they're not quite as close as I'd like to be. Go train with bro. That'll be good. We do need to get somebody up to high-level temperance and high-level fortitude. Which Cherno is pretty good, but not enough. Truly, one cooler guy can solo her now. Well, he can solo anything except for that. Okay, so... Oh boy. You? Can we... 36, that's too short. Fuck. Wait. 35. 41, is that low enough? 40. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. I mean, if we just go in and go out, it'll be fine, right? Just hop in, hop out. Okay. Yup. I think she's slow enough. It should be fine. Yeah, he can't work on Blue Lady either. I tried that. I can't. He just straight up can't do any work now that he's got the blessing. The blessing goes full fighter man mode, I guess. I mean, hopefully the buff is good. Goddamn better be. Yeah, I think I'll save my boxes to get more guidelines. You've gotten the bunker? Yeah, we've had the bunker for a while. I am not using it because I don't want to find out. Do not want to find out why there's blood in there. Meat lantern? Oh my god, really? 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 So 40 isn't good enough. It has to be at least... Yeah, okay, so it has to be at least... It says 40 seconds, but it actually means 41 seconds. Isn't that so clever? Nice one, game. Well, punishing bird breaking up's a non-issue. Hello? Shoot it. Nope. Where are you going? You're not supposed to die here. Shoot the damn lantern. Oh, right. You just need to get closer. Okay. Yeah, gun doesn't have a lot of range. Yeah, the bird is just hitting these guys. Okay, we're good. Gotta love the clerks just walking up to the meat lantern. Guys, stop! Turn around! Occupational hazard. Lemmings, the lot of them. Is someone in the bunker? No, I got them out immediately. Stupid lantern. Man, look at all that equipment on the shelves that we don't get to use. That's crazy. Oh, here comes another one. Bye-bye. Oh, there goes another one. Alpha 13. More like Alpha Eaten. Because you got snatched. Holy shit, that is a lot of corpses. Alright, we finally killed it. Yeah, those guns do not do a lot of damage. Okay. Great. Yeah, God's... Behold, God's smartest clerks. You can train temperance here, right? Yeah. Definitely. Hold on. Your instinct is only level, like, 3, right? Or fortitude. I keep calling it instinct. It should still be fine, though, right? Yeah, that's enough to reach common. It jumps from very low to common. And 500 energy. Good lord. That's why you put up the wet floor sign. Damn. I haven't unlocked that ability yet. That's a shame. So when you think you're fine because it's not triggering, and then someone else triggers it and you die too. Yeah, it does seem like it has a big splash damage area. Imagine being that one clerk that has enough neuron activation to turn around, but then someone else walks right into it and takes you down with them. That would suck. Oh, okay, so attachment work actually went really well. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's very good. I think it's actually better than the other kind of work, fortitude. Yeah, you're taking a little saving me damage, but you're fine. Unfortunately, with one cooler guy preoccupied, a lot of these don't feel very safe. Well, I mean, you do have high fortitude. You got high, you should be fine. It's probably fine, right? We'll just have Chirino do it. Go Gadget Chirino. Gather energy or start spamming works to get to dusk. Yeah. I think I'm going to gather energy. I don't really want to do Dusk Ordeal today. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it. So you can do Justice here. Could try to get more work on Blue Lady, but I'm scared. And the only guy... Oh, you know what? I guess I should just grab somebody else. Like Necromancer, you can do it. I believe in you. Although if Necromancer also gets the blessing, then we might be in an issue. If everybody gets a blessing, then no one will be. I mean, nobody will be able to do anything. That's what I mean. Okay. Blessing is only one person, thankfully. You think so? Alright. The true nature of repression work is the denial of the meaning of existence. Good. Deny their existence. They don't deserve it. Man, the gunner is so farmable. It's great. You get tons of energy, you get tons of justice. Beautiful. Just stop failing and start succeeding. Believe in yourself. Come on, Necromancer, you can do it. One of the nicest abnormalities ever, exact opposite of Slime Girl. Well, it's good that they'll make perfect roommates. Make for a great comedy. Somebody ring up Comedy Central. I've got a new show for them. No, she got a neutral result anyways. Let's see. Could only aid... Okay. First result, who completes with their work with a good result, receives blessing. The blessed person could only aid in suppressing allied abnormalities. Thanks to the blessing, red, white, and black damage dealt to them was halved. However, pale damage was doubled. So just don't take pale damage. It's as simple as that. Dissipated when died or panicked. If the blessing was gone, a new employee could receive it. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about escaping. It might be a non-escaping one. And they were roommates. Oh my god, they were roommates. Exactly. So force a panic on you? Or don't? I mean, we don't have to do that. You could probably... You seem like you're a little hurt. Go home. You go do the repression work now. So, Chirino might be good enough to work with the dog. It's going to be close. Or maybe not. We do have 0.4 on damage. With armor that's close. This is the armor that that we used before to work with it. And it's... Oh, it's Fortitude 4, though. Damn. I think we're going to have to train your Fortitude, actually. Never mind. I was thinking it might be doable, but I've changed my mind. We need to train your Fortitude first, then we'll do that. Okay. It's like, I want at least Fortitude 5 if I'm going to go in to talk to the pug. Pet the doggy. Which means that we're probably not going to be able to do this until tomorrow. Which is fine, it's manageable. We have enough other guys. Is it Cyrano or Chirino? Pretty sure it's Chirino. CH. Ah, there we go. I was like, wait, Angela, we're past the halfway point, and Angela hasn't yapped at me yet. But there she is. Just in time. No, it's Cosmo. No, this is Patrick. Well, we're about to trigger the dawn. You know, attachment is common. I keep forgetting that, like, you can do attachment work with a lot of these things, because, for a while, that was not an option for our two best guys. In fact, it still isn't for our two best guys, but, you know, that's besides the point. Where's the robots? Kill the robots. Kill. Destructinate. Let's see. Who has the gun? Where are you? Are you in a facility already? You are, okay. Yeah, I guess we get Dorf to do it. He's got good armor. Yeah, it seems like the weapon heals him, too. I'm under that impression. Slice him up with your katana, like a samurai. I don't think the robot's doing any damage. I think because our armor's 2 levels higher. Yeah, easy. There's one below training. Where? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it. Can you go kill that? Thank you. Yeah, one of them broke into this room and kind of before Chirno could show up, and I guess they just got mobbed by all the employees standing around. Nice. And that thing does a lot of damage. Easy. Wait, what? There's another one. Where did you come from, you silly goober? Alright, well, we're just going to let him handle that, and we're going to focus on training. Again. There you are. Yeah, I did click. Come on. Click? No. Get you over here. There we go. Bro, one tap. You just straight up one tapped it. Not even a challenge. Damn, that was cold. It's 1,000 years too early for you to face me, clanker. Yeah, you're on bone collection duty. Yeah, nothing to unlock here. Yeah, just do that again. Pretty please. Boom. Look at that. In fact, why don't you just do that again? The result was so high, we can just do that again. I don't care about minus 4%. You're good. You're golden. Actually, so hold on. Let me send you there. So you'll go back there when you're done. Attachment. No. Instinct. Yes. Losing you now would be kind of bad. Gotta remember, curse. When you have the curse, you gotta be in the hearse. Necromancer can come and do... Well, it does seem like you can do most work with this thing. It's not insight. But we're going to keep doing instinct just in case. I mean, look at that. Easy. Look how easy this is. The aura's just too much. Yeah. Yeah, even the slime isn't that bad as long as you don't fuck with it. So just stop fucking with it. Oh, that was a lot of damage, but you're fine. Work with the slime girl at the end of the day? Ah, yes, alright. You can't do that, but we can get someone else to work with it. In fact, we'll work with it twice in a row at the end of the day. Which I think is right now. Because we're pretty close to triggering the meltdown. You know, I think Necromancer's our best bet here. We might actually have to do the 7 meltdowns. Because it's not going to give us 46 boxes. There's no way. It's impossible. Alright, let's just try and get as much energy as we can before we start. So... who has... 52, 54. Okay, well, we'll just send you. Do this. Work with that. Then we'll do the slime girl. And we'll see what meltdowns start. You can the slime girl. Just a little bit. As a treat, yeah. You can touch the slime girl as a treat. Nothing will go wrong. Alright, so let's finish up our work here. Pact with the devil, it says. Oh, is that why you're so edgy? Yeah, look at all those boxes staved up. I don't think anybody else even Shylock doesn't have that many. Yeah. Bro, capped out. Counter stop. 99. Yeah, 31 is also impossible. So, that in mind, let's get somebody immediately ready to go. This will be fine, right, guys? I think you lose a lot of points if you end the day with abnormalities escaping. Yeah. We've done that before. But that's all. You just lose some points. It's not a big deal. Okay, so the slime girl isn't one of them. This thing, this thing. You know what? Not too bad. 40. Does anybody have 41? Please. 39. 35. Oh. 41. Oh my god. Wait. This is it. This is your moment. Sven, I call upon you. You must do this job. Common, high, common. Well, that's odd. It just gives armor. But you do get 3, so that's nice. Violent Noon. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay, we do have to worry about a couple other things, so I think... yeah, we'll just have you go in there. Okay, hold on. So Dwarf, you can go here. I think you can cross the entire facility to do this. Punishing Bird is insight, right? Yeah, that's high. I think I've got all of them. Gonna have to have someone hop right back in here, but that's manageable. Yeah, alright, we're good. We even got someone with 41 seconds to do the lantern. Speaking of, I should probably hire a low-level character specifically for this. We've succeeded in conducting the full amount, yep. Stupid lantern's not going to break out. We're good. We're good. Okay. I think you're the last one, right? Everybody else has done their job? Yeah. Okay, so now we can work on Slime Girl. Okay. Okay. You. Instinct worked pretty well. So I think we're going to do that. I say as we immediately start failing. Holy shit, it's gonna kill you. Alright, I think we're just gonna end the day. Famous last words, yeah. It immediately starts killing you. I would have sent Cooler Guy, but unfortunately, he was too busy getting knighted. Or whatever. But luckily, we can just escape, so we're good. Alright. Little Angel. Blood floor. Beautiful blood. Okay. We're doubling the blood, doubling the fun. Blood floor. What's the other one? Is blood something? Beautiful blood. Alright, go for it. You should have moved someone down to get knighted instead. I don't think you can do that. It doesn't remove until the person dies or panics. A low-level character and just for Lantern is what I do. Yeah, it seems like it. Little Angel is terrifying. Alright. I meant, like, add someone else to work with her so Cooler Guy is for... Oh, yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. But, you know, I just didn't know that day. First person should be your designated knight. Yeah, seems like it. First person should be someone who's gonna do combat. Ooh, it's a tie between Little Angel and Beautiful Blood. Both are popular. No, wait. Beautiful Blood is pulling ahead slightly in the polls. No, it's tied again. This is neck and neck. Which is it gonna be? It's a full tie. Yeah. Wonderful. Yes, just pick both. If only it worked that way. Yeah, we're kind of stuck. Nobody else is voting. Oh, no, wait, hold on. We have one more for Little Angel. All right. Well, I guess we're going to call it there. So apparently it's terrifying. That's what we're getting. The Greedy Hearts. Tree. Happy birthday. All right. Greedy Heart Bracelet. Tree. Do you remember happy birthday? What do you guys pick? Angel 1, it's over. I mean, people have said that. The only one that's really been an issue is the train. Even the Slime Girl seems manageable. You just gotta figure it out. If you figure it out, then you know what you're doing. And knowing is half the battle. Or I guess in this game it's like 100% of the battle. This abnormality unironically does scare me, which you'll see is stupid as fuck once you actually see him face to face. Okay. These are items, yeah. Train, yeah, we're not, the train didn't show up, thankfully. It did earlier, but, you know. Train is banned. I have too much train trauma. Okay, looks like people really want greed. Alright. Well, that's pretty fast. Everyone immediately voted greed. And by everyone, I mean 50%, but that's still pretty big in a three-way vote. Alright, I guess we're going to go with Greedy Bracelet. Oh, right, the cactus, yeah. Yes, I always take the top option. It's the best option. That's why it comes first. Pre-automotive anti-train. That's right, we're going full Luddite in this facility. When it comes to anything invented, steam engines are the devil's work. That's what we say around here. Oh man, I sure do love having 4 unknowns. That's great. It's lovely. We do have a bunch of lob points, though. I'm gonna have to hire... Okay. Who wants to get hired? Cactus, cactus. Double cactus. Double the cactus for double the fun. Who wants to get hired? Oh, that's right. I think we did hire you in the other timeline, but then we had to reset. So now you're not exist anymore. When are you doing Dusk Ordeal? I think I'll do Dusk Ordeal next time. You know what? That's not bad. Definitely, that... I think yeah, that's distinct enough that we're not going to get you confused for anyone else. Okay. Customize. Looks good to me. Alright, so probably what we want to do is keep temperance low. When the work result was bad, so it can't be bad. Yeah, we just need to make sure we don't do it too fast. Which I think... like, the thing is, we can't get a bad result, but we also... we can't get a bad result. I would appreciate being made canon. Yeah, I think we could hire you, Junebug. What's the right amount of stats? Is 2? Just fortitude and prudence? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm a little worried that the result will be bad, but, I mean, taking that off does mean less work speed. If we just do this... if we have enough prudence, it should be fine, right? I think so. Okay, we'll hire that. We'll go with that. And then we'll hire Junebug. Okie dokie. Let's see. Does anyone else have twin tails? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's a unique hairstyle. I want to change the color, but... let me change the eyes, too. Very tired. $44. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely good. Okay. Great. Gray? We don't have too many gray. Maybe this color? What kind of color is that? That is definitely one of the colors. I think we'll go gray. No, I don't like that. Yellow? You know what? Yellow would definitely stand out. Yeah, nobody else has this color. Okay. Higher. Oh, I forgot to strengthen. Hold on. Yeah, just do a little bit of each. Confirm. Alright. That looks good. Yeah, these ones are all packed. These ones we have one of each because reasons. What's left? I guess we could level up. So I think we're going to keep you around for the meat lantern. In fact, I should probably swap you in over here. And that being said, everyone else up here should get strengthened, right? So if we look at you... Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. 3, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So you guys can probably get your justice upgraded. Although that's going to cost 3 per employee. I think we'll save that for later. Okay. That looks good. This is all fine. I am happy with this. All that's left is the gear. Now we have 2 more guys. Oh, no one was using this thing. Whoops. Okay. Gun. And also... Yeah, just use that. That's fine. It'll definitely be fine. And when it comes to armor... Yep. Just gonna have to use the basic stuff. It's the best we got. Alright. Okay. Central 2 needs some black damage. It'll be fine. I'll sort that out next time. Oh, you know what? Right. Cooler guy, if he's going to deal with the slimes, theoretically speaking, would need black damage. But... what do I even have that does black damage? I have... oh, I have the Black Swan. Okay. That's actually an option. I mean, if the bird flies all the way down there to counterattack, that would be a pain. Axer has... hold on. We'll just swap their weapons. Axer can use... no, we're not taking that bullet. I'm tempted to use the umbrella, but I just don't want to... I know the bird is going to fuck with me. Goddamn birds. Ruining everything. You know what they say about birds? They're fucking bastards. Alright, you can use this. Alright, these are our elite employees. You've got the katana that does pale damage. You've got that. Your armor, though, I think is... yeah, it's only low level. Alright, we'll swap a savior. Can we get you up to WoW? If we swap you with Dwarf, we can. Where is Dwarf? Yeah, okay. There we go. I think that's better. Chirno's got the katana and the wolf and the fursuit. You've got the flamingo suit and the big demon sword. You have... You're a sniper. You have that. Oh, look at that. Syrinx has a mouth. Your hammer has a mouth. It fits. Okay, I think that's good. Alright. So everything's sorted out, which is great. What's Jane up to? Jane Jane has a hammer. Jane Maltese has hammer, and she's still alive in this timeline. I think she might have died in the last one, but she's still here. Alright. I think I'm going to call it here, because I have a headache. I wanted to go longer today, because I am having fun, but I just woke up with a headache this morning, so I think I am going to cut it a little bit shorter than I'd like. Yeah, take care. Yeah, I will be back on... Well, I'm going to be back this weekend. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. And the Phase Lance only playthrough is going to start. So all of you Star Sector heads, look forward to that. And you know what that means. Yeah, unfortunately used all my big brain energy. Sad. I will see you later, Space Lobster.